Alright, this will be a guide on the MDS contract overlap trick. For murder route any percent, this trick saves 3 to 4 seconds, and for any run that picks up the toilet contract, most notably any percent toilet route, any percent lagless, or all timepieces, this trick will save 5 to 6 seconds. If you are playing any percent murder route, you will also need to do a slight level order change, and one very easy trick at the end of manor, which I will cover after MDS. Otherwise, all you have to learn is the new way to play MDS, and nothing else in the run will change. Before I get into the level, the easiest way to practice is to get into MDS using a save file that has the orange firewall and the blue firewall down. Once you're in here, you can use the console commands plus mod and paste in this command that I have in the description. You only have to enter that once ever, and from now on all you have to do to reset the level is type in cc space MDS. The normal restartil does not work because it does not reset the snatcher trap that has the contracts in it, but this custom command does reset the snatcher trap. Alright, now for how to actually play the level, the very start is almost the exact same. You just go over here and then get your slide, then you slide to the right side of the present instead of the left. Like that. And you make your way over here. And from here, the fastest way to get this guy is to jump, hold back, and shoot. And that just lets you start moving in this direction as fast as possible. And you actually do like 3 very quick shots. You get this guy, and then you get this guy, and then you get this guy. So it can all like be very fast, like this. And some people find that uncomfortable, so what you can do instead is this. It's up to you which way you prefer to do that. Now for this next part, you can get this guy from all the way back here by standing on this shadow and then shooting to the right of this bush. And you don't have to do this, but I like doing this because it gives me plenty of time to line up the double hit here. It just lets me be much more aggressive with the double hit. If you don't do this shot, then you go over here and do that and this. And I just find it much more awkward to line up the double hit like that. Whereas like this is just much more comfortable for me. Like that. Then after the double hit, you want to hit these two guys. And the best way to do that is to keep your camera this way after you get the double and just hold right. And then you jump, and when you're in between these two trees, you shoot the top guy first and then you hit the bottom guy. So it should look like this. Very quick and easy. And you can see I kind of tap forwards as well when I do this, and that's just to avoid wall climbing this tree, because that can happen to me sometimes if I don't tap forwards. Just like that. And at this point you should have 2 left. And if you miss either of these guys, you can get them here as well. You can shoot this guy through the tree. But yeah, at this point you should have 2 left, and if you don't have 2 left, if you have more than 2 left, you have to go back and get those before doing this next part. And this is the last guy to get before you do the overlap trick, so... And this guy can be a little bit weird if you shoot him from like too far away, sometimes it does not work like that. So the cue I use is this corner with the bush. If I get over here, then I can shoot him and be pretty confident that it hits and just go into the trap. Just like that. Now for this part, I'm going to commentate over a pre-recorded video because there's a lot going on. Alright, now for the overlap trick, right after you shoot this last guy, you get into the snatcher trap, and then you keep running through it, and when you're past this stump, you turn and hit this guy. Just like that. And that's your goal right there, is for, like, you get stuck in the trap and the package will freeze in the air. That's what you want. And the timing for this is not hard at all. You just keep going, and when you're past the stump, you shoot him. And that timing just lines it up every time for free. You can see I kind of start aiming when I'm still at the stump, but I kind of shoot when I'm past the stump. And when you shoot him, you just keep moving left, and you want to keep your camera this way. Don't turn your camera back around, keep your camera in this direction, and just hold left. And this, keeping your camera there just makes the inputs for the next part consistent. Now, in this cutscene, there are 2 options here. While you're waiting, you hold down text smash, and you hold up left. If you're going for the toilet contract, you hold up left. And if you're going for the manor contract, which is only for the 90% murder route, then you want the manor contract, then you hold down left instead of up left. So up left for the toilet contract, down left if you're doing 90% murder route for the manor contract. Okay? Your tech smash and up left. See, you will get 2 sets of dialogue from stature. 1 and 2. And after the second part, you will start walking if you're holding up left. Or down left. And your goal here is just to sign the contract as fast as you can. So the inputs to sign it are you press interact twice when you reach it. You just have to walk a little bit and then you just press interact twice. And then you scroll down using either your scroll wheel or if you have a back to hub button, you hold down your back to hub button and just spam left click. So you can see on my input display, interact is E, caps lock's my back to hub button, and left mouse is the left mouse button. Shocking. So here's what it looks like fast. Right? So inputs are not hard to do, just interact twice, scroll down, spam left click, sign. Very simple. Just like that. And now you hold text smash again. You'll get another set of text boxes, and as soon as those text boxes clear, you want to hold down emo wheel. Text box clear, hold down emo wheel. And now when the pause screen comes up, you let go of emo wheel. There you go. And this gives you menu storage, and now you get back on the scooter. Or shift to get back on the scooter, and here the trick is over, you just have to get to the timepiece now without closing the menu. And it's actually really hard to navigate because you can't fucking see anything. So what I like to look for, you have to turn your camera around basically 180 degrees. It's maybe like, not full 180, I like turning it to the left though. And what I look for is this timepiece icon and this timepiece glow, and I try to move towards that. You can see I get stuck on this tree. Like it's so hard to tell where you are. But once I see this, I put it in the center of my screen. I also try to find this tree stump and jump to the right of it. Like when I go to the right of it and then I jump when I'm like about to reach it to clear this route. And then like I move my camera around a little bit to try and see the timepiece through this gap in the menu. And then I just go towards it and jump into it. And now you can go back to hub, so you want to make sure that you wait at least 1.2 seconds before you go back to hub. Because if you go back to hub before that point, the timepiece will not actually count to your save file, and you will just not get the timepiece and you lose like half a minute or more. Way more than half a minute actually, you lose like almost a minute. So yeah, don't do that. So if you have the segment timer on live split, you can look at the segment timer and go back to hub. Try to time it back to hub on 1.2 seconds. And here's an example of the entire level performed. Like that. Remember to wait a second before going back to hub. And that should be it for MDS. If you're playing for a toilet contract, then you can leave now. But if you're playing 90% murder route, you need to stick around for the Subcon reroute and the manor trick. Alright, so now I'll cover the Subcon reroute for 90% murder route and the trick at the end of manor. You can see this comparison on the screen. It's very simple, doesn't change much at all. I'll just go over it real quick here. So first of all, you play CEO and well exactly the same as before. So after the well timepiece, you'll get into the telescope and you will enter mail delivery. You'll complete mail delivery the way I showed before. You pick up the manor contract by holding down left. You can go back to hub. And now you enter pipe. And you want to equip hookshot in the telescope because you need the hookshot for pipe. And then you play pipe the same as before, just like normal. Go back to hub at a pipe. And now you enter contractual obligations to do manor hover. And you play manor exactly the same as before, all the way to the end. And here at the very end, there's the new trick. And it's very simple. I'll just explain it over the video. Very, very easy. You just make your way to the chest. You open the chest in the center. And then while you're waiting, just switch the keyboard and hold down emote wheel. And as soon as the pause screen comes up, you let go of emote wheel, you hold jump, and then you hold back. I'm going to hold jump first before holding back, just in case, because you can miss the timepiece if you jump when you're already too far back. So let go of emote wheel, hold jump, hold back to get into the timepiece. And as soon as you have the timepiece, you just hold your back to hub button down, or if you don't have that, you just spam scroll down or you spam S on your keyboard. And that'll just select the back to hub button as soon as it becomes available, and as soon as it becomes available, you just spam left click to go back to hub. And you should be able to go back to hub in about 2 seconds. And that's the entire route.